You are watching 911 News Central, Comments Episode, Sunday, December 5th, 2010 10:13 p.m. Excellent article by Petrus, who as usual, is systematic in his handling of the issues. I also believe that his comments are correct and fair-minded. No, it will not seem that way to committed supporters of Israel. Is anyone aware of mainstream analysis of this murder that is remotely as perceptive as the one above? This is not meant to be rhetorical, by the way. I know Gordon Duff, not as cautious a scholar as Petrus, felt that the attack was made deliberately sloppy. This was a way for Israel to thumb its collective nose at the world. Perhaps, I have no way of evaluating that argument. Tangentially, Gordon Duff never documents the sources for his claimed insider knowledge. Of course, I don't know how he could, since it seems to come from whistleblowers and inside contacts. He is a lot like Wayne Madsen in that respect. His arguments may be sound, but the general reader has no way of knowing. After notifying 912 project administrators of a 912 project chat room veiled death threat against me, I was banned from 912 project without explanation. I had been posting details of the 911 bamboozle. It is best to stop ridiculing the truth seekers, and start paying attention to what they are saying. One of the saddest lessons of history is this: if we've been bamboozled long enough, we tend to reject any evidence of the bamboozle. The bamboozle has captured us. Once you give a charlatan power over you, you almost never get it back. Carl Sagan. We will succeed to the degree that we confront pure evil directly and firmly. Last weekend in Dallas, the mention of Israeli and Zionist involvement in the JFK assassination was met with criticism, accusation of anti-Semitism by John Judge, the moderator of the COPA Conference on Political Assassinations. This COPA organization occurs as a similar gatekeeper to 911 blogger in squelching inquiry into Israel's involvement in criminality. No coincidence that many COPA attendees are Jewish. This is a good story about a successful resistance at my local airport. It takes a little patience to read, and it took a lot of patience to go through, but the citizen and the Constitution prevailed. http://blasters.com/165010232/my-tsa-encounter. Rediscover911.com. Development Group would appreciate any constructive comments on our website content. http://rediscover911.com has been up in the WordPress format since last March. We welcome comments on the articles and suggestions for new articles. Also, check out the latest Dr. Duke YouTube channel video. David Duke's past still haunts. However, he is on a roll in identifying criminal Zionism as the biggest threat to world peace and stability. Interesting that two mainstream media mainstays on the left, Huffington Post and MSNBC, Keith Olbermann, blast Judge Napolitano, Fox, for his non-critical interview of Geraldo Rivera on Building What? Campaign. My guess is they responded in knee-jerk reaction, figuring, if it came from Fox, it must be wrong. And even more, if it is non-critical of 9/11 truth, it must be even more of a target to go after. Wonder what they would say if they knew the Colorado Democratic Party is calling for a new 9/11 investigation? Dwayne Dietz. This was picked up by Mike Rivero at http://www.whatreallyhappened.com. Regards, Mike. John Gold has argued that even Building 7 was not a controlled demolition and is adamantly opposed to the missile into the Pentagon hypothesis. Gold also gets enraged to hear people focus upon the Israeli connections to 9/11. I sense that John Gold has tribal affiliations that involve a not-so-well-hidden agenda. Articles by Alan Sabrowski and Gordon Duff are noticeably missing at 911truth.org, which has removed their webpage showing their steering committee members. John Gold was listed on that steering committee when the page was up at 911truth.org. Some in the 9/11 movement are not who they put themselves forth as. That was all for 911 News Central. Comments episode, December 5, 2010, 10:13 p.m. Thank you for using News Anchor.